And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! And now, for the thousands in attendance.
Hello, everyone. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Me and Coop, we love Rocky, okay? So that always just makes me laugh. It brings up a lot of very special memories whenever we're playing Rocky. But hello, and welcome to Live with the Coopers. I am one of your hosts, Candace Cooper, and with me is
Brandon Cooper.
And we are here, you guys, with our third episode of Live with the Coopers. And we are truly excited about being with you here today because we have a really good topic in store for you. But before we get to the topic, we're going to talk a little bit about our news. Now, Coop, what happened in the sports world over the weekend?
Okay, so currently, right now, the Astros and the Rangers are playing. Last I checked was at the top of the second inning, and the Rangers was up 3-1. And the series right now is tied 3-3. So the winner of tonight's game moves on to the championship, Major League Baseball championship. So
so a lot of our viewers are probably tuned in watching the game.
Yeah, they are. You know, it is what it is. So I'm pulling for the Astros, but hey, Rangers, I'm with you. If y'all win, it's Texas over everything. So we with you into the next spot, you know, in the championship. So good luck to both teams tonight. Come on, Astros. My Dallas Cowboys had a bye this week, so they was off relaxing. My Colorado Buffaloes had a bye. They was off relaxing. My Texas Longhorns, we had a nail biter.
U of H.
They you know, this is Texas. This is Texas football, guys. For y'all that are Texas fans, any football team in Texas, you just got to get used to it. It's just how we play. You know, we kind of play down at times. Nothing against Houston. Shout out to them. They played their butts off. Texas was winning 21-0, and Houston came all the way back and gave them a hell of a game. And the final score in that game ended up being 31-24. Quinn Ewers, the starting quarterback for Texas, did get injured in that game. He left with a shoulder injury. Malik Murphy finished up that game. He's a sophomore redshirt freshman from last year. 6'5", 238, age 19. So this is probably going to be his week to step up and get an opportunity to start and see what he can do. So that's it with the football. And Texas plays BYU this next Saturday. So one thing I wanted to add on the sports end, something I read about. So there is a article about the Russian gymnastics coach that wants the rules changed when it comes to the gymnastics championships after Simone Biles continues to win. Coach Valentina Rodonenko, something like that. Head coach of the Russian artistic gymnastics team, expressed her dissatisfaction with Simone Biles' victory at the World Championships in Antwerp. The American gymnast won gold in the team and individual all around, as well as silver on the vault. Okay, and she said, "I want to express my regrets about Biles' victory. What is gymnastics? It's scary to watch it. Do you think there is at least some kind of aesthetic there low? There is simply nothing to watch. She has no great performance, only difficulty. She only wins through difficulty." And it says, "We will not submit these questions to International Federation." We will now submit these questions to the International Federation. What should prevail? Beauty and high level performance while respecting the rules, or will we only follow the path of complexity? So what will artistic gymnastics look like? Surprise with tips? That's a big question. Unfortunately, During these world championships, we did not see a single gymnast with a high level of performance. I can only mention the Chinese on the uneven bars. Disappointment, Rhoda Nico said in an interview with Match TV.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. What you're saying
This
is,
pisses me out so much. Hey, I'm vaping on our show. Normally I vape on my show. I'm vaping on our show tonight. So yeah.
shout out first of all to Jose. Brandon Cooper, once again, your mic was off. You forgot to mute it. Yeah. No. I took care of it. I got your back.
Hey, man,
always.
They ain't coaching mistakes. They ain't coaching mistakes.
So we on it now, though. We on it now. But basically, what I'm hearing is that gymnastics shouldn't even be graded or rated on level of complexity. So you mean to tell me you're just supposed to go out there and look pretty and cute?
And the art of it.
And the art of it.
Maybe the dances.
Yeah.
But it's the complexity. She's saying she don't.
It's too
like,
difficult. Nobody.
She don't
else
like
can
the
do it.
difficulty of. She don't like it being graded just on that because honestly, Simone Biles is doing things that other people can't do.
Yeah.
So if you grade it off the difficulty, then she's gonna win, and that's what she's doing. So instead of hating on her, get like her.
There you go.
That would be my advice to you,
There you go.
Coach Valentino. Yeah, get like her. Yeah, go to work.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for us.
I have one more thing.
All right, go ahead.
It's not sports.
Okay, go ahead.
Maine ISD.
Oh my word.
I'm coming like Hurricane Katrina.
Oh my.
Just know it. Just know it. It's coming. I ain't back, and I'm coming. Yeah, rest on it. I'm coming. Mark it down.
All right.
Go ahead, Candace.
I have no words for that, but let's do this. Y'all know I'm producing the show in addition to trying to cover it. So I forgot to do our nice little news coverage, so I'm doing it now. But for me, I had a couple of things, and again, you guys, I want to remind you that the news typically that we're sharing is going to be sports news, and it's also going to be those things that are kind of trending on social media, especially because our show is a internet show. It's on Facebook, and hopefully one day we'll get on YouTube once we get to 1,000 subscribers. We need 1,000 subscribers. We want to go live on YouTube, you guys, so help us get there. But with that being said, have y'all been following this story about DJ Envy? And so for those of you who don't know, he's still trending on Twitter, by the way. But for those of you who do not know, DJ Envy is one of the hosts on The Breakfast Club, which is actually a show that I actually really enjoy watching. They're a part of the iHeartRadio. Rumor is, allegedly, that the iHeartRadio offices were seized with the... Excuse me, what in the world? Okay, thank you. Okay, the feds basically came in, federal agents visited the office, and they actually seized electronic equipment. Now, what this boils down to, you guys, y'all got to check this out on X, formerly known as Twitter. But what it really talks about is his business partner, Cesar Pena, who he was arrested for a real estate Ponzi scheme. And they're saying that allegedly DJ Envy is also involved because a lot of the people said, hey, I wouldn't have even got involved with this dude if it wasn't for DJ Envy in his name. And of course, they're also saying that DJ Envy benefited from this Ponzi scheme. So check it out, you guys. Again, allegedly, okay? We don't want no smoke. We don't want nobody coming for us. So we don't know what it is. The truth, of course, will always prevail. However, he's truly being, and a lot of people are going in now and bringing up stuff, but it has to do with real estate. And folks just being taken advantage of by this so-called Ponzi scheme. So check that out.
DJ Envy was also having trouble. His wife.
Yeah.
His wife went live and basically said that man wasn't doing nothing with her in the bed. Yeah. And I was listening to that one night I was working. And said she was faking orgasms and all kinds of DJ Envy having all kind of trouble. Boy.
All kind of stuff. But also, speaking of his wife, apparently she's known and they're known for he gives all these lavish gifts, especially around Christmas time. And it's all these lavish, expensive gifts, and she shares it on social media, and he's kind of known for this. Well, apparently now she's gone and taken down those posts. allegedly. Okay, and so again, I don't follow this
He
family.
sounded like one that night that I was listening that tries to make her happy all the time with a whole bunch of extra stuff, and she kind of like the whole situation with Jada. That, I mean, we can kind of talk about it later, maybe sometime. But it seems like she doesn't back down from saying exactly what she's feeling, even though it emasculates him.
Well, it may demasculate, but the thing about it is also, and they were going through a bitter divorce, and he was dating another celebrity for a very long time. I mean, he was years with this woman as well. So it's a lot to uncover and unpack.
Like he broke her from a virgin. It sounded like they started having intimacy sex together, and they were learning together. So there are probably a lot of things that he didn't know. He had a whole lot of experience. So he's doing probably the best he could. And dang, tell me, man. Don't tell the world I'm trash. God damn, man. Look at him.
He looking for his button. Yeah, so again, I don't know what's going on in those folks' marriage and relationships, but I will tell you that
Gene Will said his wife is best friends with Jada Pinkett.
Oh my.
Well, that answers it.
Moving along.
Yes, yeah.
Speaking of another kind of bitter situation, divorce here, Samantha Lee. So Samantha Lee, you guys, is the ex-wife, the beautiful ex-wife of Tyrese Gibson. Now, if you guys know Tyrese Gibson, boy, I tell you, that chocolate fella, he is something. I tell you, he's gonna always go on Instagram. If y'all don't follow him, he's gonna tell it like it is. They said that's what Capricorns do. I guess they get all emotional and go on live and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Samantha Lee, again, she's Tyrese Gibson's ex-wife. So she goes on a podcast recently called Hardly Initiated Podcast, and she actually talked about the divorce from Tyrese. And she said that she wished that she would have had a different group of people that were surrounding her during that time, because she called herself an emotionally intoxicated person. And what she said is, when you're emotionally intoxicated, you're not in a position to be making decisions, especially decisions based on your marriage. And what she said is that she was surrounding herself with a lot of people that were naysayers, and she doesn't think that they really supported him, and or maybe not even the marriage. And so she brought that out, and she took a lot of accountability, okay, for some of the things that she would have done wrong. But she said if she had it to do all over again, she probably would not have made that decision. And a lot of the decision was made based on emotions. So wanted to put that out there. Interesting podcast. You guys go check it out if you can. I watched it earlier today, and then of course y'all know my boy Tyrese, he was gonna have to do a rebuttal. Boy, I tell you. And so he did a rebuttal. You rolling your eyes because you know
Tyrese lost his damn mind.
Tyrese did a rebuttal. So you guys got to go on. Of course, he said that his ex-wife is heartless. He's in a relationship now, and he said that he has no ill will, I believe, towards her, but he called her a narcissist, he called her a sociopath, a lot of other different names. So anyway, it's heating up over there. But Samantha Lee, I will say, there's not a lot of people, men or women, that will actually go on and take accountability and say when they're wrong. I felt like she was doing that. He said she did it for clout, but it is what it is. That's what he said. All right, last story, you guys, before we get into our topic of the day. And let me tell y'all, stay tuned because this is a good topic. Congratulations to the lucky Burnett resident. So somebody here in Central Texas, you guys, won $1 million on a scratch off. They won $1 million using the Gold Rush game. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't really do a lot of scratch-offs. I'm not a big scratch-off person, but let me tell y'all something. If we would have won that $1 million, y'all probably wouldn't have seen us tonight. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth.
I was coming, and I was going to talk a lot more noise, too. A whole lot more noise. If I hit $1 million. You
may not have seen me tonight. I may have to take a little break, okay?
I was coming.
I'm just telling y'all the truth. So, it wasn't us. We don't live in that area, but congratulations to those that do. And hey, you guys, maybe maybe, who knows? Maybe luck is in the air. So those of you in Central Texas, hey, go out and get your scratch-offs.
Derek Red said because she tried to get 3 different lawyers to say the prenup was invalid after awarded $20,000 a month for child support.
She actually talked about that too, because they did have a prenup. The prenup did not provide any alimony. So Tyrese is allegedly saying that she's trying to use the child support as in place of the alimony. And she also said that in a divorce situation, typically the only people that win are normally the attorneys, because the families do not win as a result of that.
She did
say that.
Oh,
She did say that. She
bullshit?
said the only.
Bullshit.
Why are you saying bullshit to that?
She won.
She said the only people
won.
that win.
20 grand.
You ain't got these men started.
She won.
This is not even our topic for
She
today.
won. Hoodwink. We get bamboozled every time we go in the courthouse. Hoodwink.
Well, let me see.
Every time we
once
go in the
you have,
courthouse.
you become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. My assumption is that she would have to keep it up for that young baby.
Man, on the hell you don't. That is not the truth. Don't fret, guys. Child support is coming to Salute the Real. Child support is coming.
They asked me, where's your whiskey, y'all? He have it on the side.
I try not to do the whiskey on the nights with me and Candace.
But you got it on the side, yes.
I try not to do it on the nights. That's Salute the Real.
Yeah.
I try to see this kind of stuff that she just brought up, and Red, you just finished it. Those are the kind of things that gonna make that come out anyway. That's gonna make Coop come out anyway. That's bullshit.
We already said. Listen, Salute the Real. Y'all gonna do a child support episode. I think we have to do that at the barbershop. What y'all think? I think we gotta go into somebody's barbershop. We gotta pull all this equipment. I'm gonna produce the show. And then we're gonna have a sit down conversation with the men talking about child support.
That's gonna be fire.
Then we gonna go over and we're gonna have a conversation with the women, because they're 2 different sides. They're different sides to every story. So I think that's coming, y'all. What y'all think about that? Maybe for November, December. We'll have to work it out. We'll see where we'll go. But what you think? Salute the Real goes to the barbershop.
I think child support gonna be good if we did it out on the porch. It don't matter where.
Under the tree.
It don't matter where you do child support. You can do it with the Shade Tree group, and it's still gonna be good. It don't matter where you do child support.
So let me tell y'all this, because I know this topic is gonna be an interesting topic. If you're interested in being a guest on Salute the Real and or Live with the Coopers, please hit one of us up. DM, inbox us. If y'all have our number, text us. Let us know. We want to start including folks on the show. And so if this is a topic that you're interested in, child support, oh my goodness, I know it's going to be one. Go ahead, let us know. Hey, we're looking forward to you joining. Can we move on from this news?
That's going to be a series. That's going to be a series.
A series, a whole month series.
Child support is going to be a series, because boy, I know the struggle. I know what you went through. I know what you're going through. I know it. I know it.
Cheaper
than I know it, boy.
Cheaper
than boy, that raw 6, boy. Woo.
All right, here we go. We're going into today's topic. So let me remind you, if you did not know, you're watching Live with the Coopers. And we have a good one here for you today. Please do me a favor, you guys. Give us some hearts, like, subscribe. Make sure that you, again, go on our YouTube page. We are trying to increase our viewership so that we can go live there as well. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and transition into our topic of the day. So our topic of the day, really, Coop and I were talking about, we try to introduce topics that, we've all had to deal with in life, and things that we feel like that's important for our audience. And so our topic for today, we're calling it family over everything or not. But really, what it boils down to is, how far are you willing to go for family? So Brother Coop here, okay, has created several scenarios. So today is going to be a little bit different, and we really need your participation. So I need y'all to really listen to this, right? He's going to throw out a couple of scenarios in terms of family dynamics, family situations. And what we're talking about really is like more extended family, right?
Right.
Cousins, distant relatives, that sort of thing. So he's going to throw out some scenarios, and we're
Even
going to say,
friends, in some
and
situations.
friends, because some folks call family friends, right? You've been with them, from diapers on up, you're going to call them friends. So he's going to read a couple of scenarios and let us talk about it. So hit us with the first one.
Adding to some of Candace's news with the lady out of Burnett, was that correct?
Yeah.
Person out of Burnett.
Yeah.
I wanted to add in here, if you was to hit the lotto,
Okay.
or you're just doing well financially, off your career, how many members of your family get something from you?
Ooh.
How
Now
many members of your family get something from you?
that's a good one, you guys, because I know we all sit around and talk about, okay, what happens if we hit the lottery? How deep are you going to go? Is it just your immediate family, meaning just those that in your household? Does that include your parents and your siblings? Does that extend all the way to your cousins and your uncles and the nanny down the street that helped raise you? How far are you willing to go? So
I
I'm
have
hearing
some examples in here to be concerned about before you get to naming. Remember MC Hammer?
MC Hammer.
Remember MC Hammer?
Can't touch
if
this.
I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 33 million in a year.
Ooh, poor man,
Gone.
bless his heart, gone.
33 million in a year, something like that. And family members with addiction. Or, like I talked about last week in my show, lazy members. So, if you're doing well financially because you grind your butt off and you've done all this to get here, how much do you do for members that aren't grinding on that level? How much are you willing to help those family members or friends?
And this topic is because, to be honest with you, I mean, we talk about the what ifs, right? But this is happening. Do you know how many people have won? I mean, we talked about a situation not too long ago. We were watching a YouTube show with this young lady. She ended up winning all this money, and then she was bonding out the baby daddy or boyfriend or whatever he was. You remember that we watched?
Yeah.
She was bonding him out. She was spending all this money, millions, bonding him out of jail and carrying on and getting all this stuff for folks and know good and well they didn't know what to do with that level of money. But let's see what some of the comments are saying. Joe Red says immediate family and siblings. Glad I have one brother and one sister-in-law. I know that's right. Shalandra's talking about church, parents, and siblings with the understanding that this is it. Don't come back. Tyrone McDonald, shout out to you. He says, said the entertainer said he had a $25,000 year family emergency fund. And and what did that say?
And they fucked that up.
Shaking my head. So this man and gave him a $25,000 year. The thing about it is they didn't work for that money.
Right.
So it was easy come. And so you really got to kind of be careful.
So this is why people talk about teaching a man to fish. Because if you don't teach them how to grind and you keep giving money away, whatever problems they had this month, they're going to have the same problems next month.
Absolutely.
It don't stop. It don't go anywhere. So at what point do you say, hey, I'm willing to help you learn how to make some money. I'm willing to help you get a job. I'm willing to help you, I don't know. I mean, however you go about doing it on your end. But with what point do you say that and just stop giving money? Because giving money is not holding them accountable for whatever it is that got them in this situation where they feel like they got to come to you in the first place.
Absolutely. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that you've worked, if you win the lottery, you win the lottery, right?
But you still want the lottery.
But it's your money. But if you've worked hard, I mean, when you talk about, working hard and you have really, you have a sound company, or maybe you just did everything right and you have an amazing career where you're doing well financially. Is it the expectation that, okay, well, this person is doing well, so in our family, so he or she should be the only person that has the burden of of whatever finance, like for example, Thanksgiving and Christmas and those big events, are they supposed to pay for all of that? You know, does that mean that when we go out and sit down for dinner, that individual is supposed to pay for everyone to eat? Is that what's
person in
expected?
their family? Who is that person in their family that every time they come together, you the one supposed to buy the family shirts, or you the one supposed to buy all the meat, you the one supposed to buy all the card games and all the dominoes and you the one supposed to buy the drink? Who's that family member? Who's that one that if y'all all went to a concert together, you the one supposed to pay for the tickets? Who's that family member? You know?
And don't again, we all have them, you guys, you know, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, okay, are you truly, and how far are you going to go with this person? How far does the charity go? How far does it go? Let's see here. I'm trying to, you guys, put some of these comments up. Yeah, there we go.
Coach Bragdon says, I will help family members that are trying to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are not, those that are just sitting around and not trying. Nope. Yep. I'm with you, Coach.
Yep.
I'm with you.
Let me
I'm with
put
you.
that.
I wish I would. Don't be. This is Joe Red. I wish I would. Don't be expecting it. Let me volunteer to pay. Don't assume I'm paying for it all. Yep. I agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I think at the end of the day, you know, we know which family members we can actually help out, and they're gonna take that and they're gonna do something with it. And then we know what other family member that, like, you know, that you might give $10,000 in and to, and it may be gone in a week. You know, so that's just that's something that you're willing. If that's what you're willing to do, and you know that money is gone, hey, then maybe it is family over everything. All right, next scenario. What's up?
If you have that sibling or cousin that's always getting into it with people, how long do you defend them before you say enough is enough?
Ooh.
Example that I have for those that have watched Jason's lyric, old Josh. Jason went through a lot with old Josh. Every time, what Jason Ball say? Jason Ball said at the TV show, he said he hooked Jason up with a job down in Dallas, and Jason was gonna make $20-something.
Yeah,
this is
in the '90s, good money.
It was gonna be good money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said that I got you hooked up with that job, you know, and Jason say, you know, Jason was excited about it first. Then Josh came out. Josh started getting in trouble again, and by the time he was getting ready to go, Josh said, I can't take it. He said, now his boss said, every time that brother of yours come out, you start fucking up. That's what he said.
That is what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Who had that sibling, that brother, that cousin, that you just always give in to? You're always attempting to defend this person.
Help them.
And at some point, it's becoming a burden in your life for whatever reason, you know.
And I've been personally involved in a situation like that. I was this is way long ago, where I was actually at a spot, and I had some of my relatives come to my aid because I was in a situation, and they actually came and truly defended me, and I was so appreciative, you know, of that happening. We were, you know, out this one of those 2-3 o'clock in the morning situations way back when I was younger, and I was just so thankful to have, you know, somebody in the place that actually had my back. But then I've also been in situations to where, you know, I'm out. Normally this stuff happens in nightclubs and stuff like that back when I used to party 20 years ago. But, you know, you have those situations to where you come in and then you have a relative that has maybe getting into a verbal altercation that may become physical, you know, and then you wonder, okay, am I supposed to jump in? And oftentimes they'll get upset and mad at you if you don't.
Yeah.
You know, because it's kind of like back in the day, it used to be, hey, if one of my cousins or somebody is fighting, we all fighting. But y'all know nowadays, people are not fighting fair. It's not just about a physical fight, honey. They bringing guns and shooting and stuff like that. We got a whole lot to lose, you know. So, of course, I'm bringing up situations that happened many years ago in Blue Sundays.
Mine wasn't years ago. Now, the last fight I was in was years ago. That was way back in college. But somebody challenges us as coaches, as attempted leaders out there. Somebody's gonna challenge us every single year out at those track meets. So we get into arguments with these coaches and stuff, and normally, hopefully, it gets taken care of without us getting to that point. And so far, in most situations, it has. I do tell my people to stay back. I don't want anybody getting no trouble behind me at all. The last real situation though that I got into where I thought it was gonna be over was at a lot of y'all that follow me, I see Coach Bragg on here. He's a big Cowboys fan too. Was at the Philadelphia Eagles game that I went to last year with Rashard. That I'm gonna tell you something, guys. If you have not been to a Phillies game, and you might want to do some research first, because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for what those people do, how they treat you at those games, how they come at you. They are aggressive. They talk shit. They hit on your back. They hit on your seat. They yell in your ear. I wanted to watch the game. Clap, dang, whatever. But I don't go in no place messing with people. You see what I'm saying? That's just not how I live. And I don't want nobody all up in my face and that. So finally, these folks just kept on and kept on and kept on. And finally, literally, I told Rashard and his brothers, I was with him and his brothers. I said, man, look, y'all don't move. Sit y'all ass down. I got this. I'm done. What you talking about? I'm done. I turned around. I called out the whole section. The whole section. I called the whole goddamn section out. I called them all out. I said, we all going to jail tonight. That's it. We all going to jail tonight.
Well, it's my understanding the jail is in the basement.
Stadium. They got a court stadium. And I was ready. That was it. I was done. I couldn't take it no more. Now that I have been there, okay, I know now. Okay, I know what to expect. I think if you know what to expect, you go in with that understanding, you'll be in a better position to not put yourself through that. Because
and you was also without me. Let me tell you something. If he would have been with me, that wouldn't have happened. But anyway, carry on.
Well, yeah, because I wouldn't want nothing to happen to you. But I told him to stop. And my whole thing is, see, that's where I'm different from this scenario though, because I don't want my people set block. If I jump in something and I took my ass out there, y'all stay out the way.
Right.
I don't want my people jumping in for me. Now it was like, oh, cool, we were gonna be there. I don't want y'all getting in trouble for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just.
But it don't go, the same way. So
that's why I'm different. But I mean, other than that, we trying to stay out of trouble. Now we old shit. I'm old. Hell, look out there. I'm old, but it's just certain things. It's just hard for you to. That was hard. That was extremely hard for me to sit there and take that. That was brutal punishment. Philadelphia fans are on an entirely different level. I heard San Francisco is like that too, and the Raiders. But anyway, that family member, that sibling, that cousin, whoever that you got, they just continue to get in shit. They just always in shit. You can't go nowhere. You can't have nothing because they always in something. They always doing something. It's just always in stuff. So that's that person. And how do you deal with them? When is enough enough? When is enough enough? And
you just got to be straight up and real. You got to tell your family, listen. You put yourself in this situation.
You got to love them from a distance.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
What
is that? That's it.
Yeah.
Loving them from a distance. I mean, you really do. You have to. Some people will move away. I've had friends and folks have told me, hey, I've had to move away from my family just so that I can try to make it, because the expectation is, hey, if you make it, then we all gonna make it, And sometimes you have to kind of remove yourself from the situation. So I agree with that.
They'll hold on your coattails until you trip and fall.
There you go.
They'll hold on. They'll drag you down. Yeah. So.
Next
what does this say?
Okay, Red's coming in. All right, we got another comment here.
If your actions and decision making keep putting me in a dangerous situation, then it's not me keeping you at a distance. It's you not putting my well-being first.
So just reacting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and that's the thing. Like, I mean, if somebody is putting you in a dangerous situation, like what you just said, and not taking your well-being into consideration, is this person really want what's best for you?
Right.
And so I mean that's what it all boils down to.
Right.
Like if we're gonna go someplace, now it's one thing again if you're in a situation and someone is assaulting you or attacking you, it's totally different. If you're always going around, y'all know the bad attitudes, always getting into it with individuals and thinking they bad and hard and this. So if you got individuals like that, I mean, just don't even go anywhere with them. That's probably the best thing to do. Stay away.
Yeah, Taiwan said we're grown now. We all got stuff to lose.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
that's
done
what
worked
we do.
hard for
Right.
these bricks
Right.
and stuff we have going on over here.
Right.
I mean, even the food nowadays, groceries is high. You got to be careful who you inviting over to your house to eat because let me tell you, that's food that you could be giving to your
Eat,
own
drink,
family. All of that.
drink.
It's high out here in these streets.
Boy, look here, boy. You invite the wrong one in your house. That's coming up. Matter of fact, that's coming up. Hold on. Don't fret. That's
Oh,
coming
my.
up.
Now, we've had those situations.
There it is. We go to find that shoe coop. Hey,
That must be inside.
college.
Okay.
College.
Okay.
College. First party we go to.
Yeah.
We on the floor.
Oh, Lord. have
We
mercy.
on the floor, man.
I
It
can,
went down.
yeah.
It went down, man.
Oh, my.
I tell y'all what shit. Pray for me. All right.
Scenario. Let's
So
go.
here we go.
We got several of them for y'all, Hang in there with us, y'all. Let's go.
If you're planning a party / celebration at the home, have you identified certain family members that just aren't welcome? I'm going to say that again. If you are planning a party / celebration at the home, have you identified certain family members that just aren't welcome?
This is a good one, y'all. This is a good one now.
I want y'all to think about that one for a moment. Because, first of all, I don't care what nobody says. This is something I know. And this is especially on, no disrespect, but this is especially on the female side. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, here we go.
There is always competition between family members, female family members, when it comes to materialistic things.
Okay.
There's always competition.
You think that's for just women?
I said especially on the female
Okay,
side. I didn't
okay,
say
all right.
just women.
All
Of
right,
course
I
not.
just wanna-
Hell
okay.
no, men always in competition too. But there are specific things when it comes to materialistic things, like the house, how well the house looks, the cars, the furniture, the setup of the home, the Lord have mercy if you got a nice balcony, or you got a nice view from your house, or you have a nice porch,
Oh yeah, covered patio.
patio on the outside. If you got any of these things and they're nice and
Just quality.
just quality stuff, there's gonna be a tad bit of competition with certain family members, and so they step in the door. Some of y'all might know this family member, some of y'all may not.
Yeah.
That family member that steps in the door with an attitude. The moment they step in, they got an attitude, or they're trying to dictate and run things.
When
The
they come to your
moment
house.
they get in the house, at your house,
Yeah.
at your house. Now, let me tell y'all something. I had a family member come to my house and tell me what music I could play and couldn't play in my house.
Yeah.
True story.
I did witness
True
that.
story.
I did witness that.
It took all of God's hand. Shit. That's what I say. Now, I know what we talking about here.
Yeah.
This is stuff that, hey, guys, no matter what you think, we're just putting it out there. I say what you can't say. I say what you can't say. I'll say it for you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
And at the end of the day, like we all, no matter where you live, no matter how your house is designed, whether you're in a gated community or you maybe, are living in an apartment somewhere just as a bachelor pad, it is your home, and it's your home and your rules. And you have folks coming into people's house really trying to dictate what they should be doing. and to your point,
Especially elders. Elders feel like they can tell you what to do no matter where.
Yeah.
God dang it, and it's hard for a country boy. It's hard for a country boy because I have grown up being taught to respect your elders at all times, no matter what. So it really is hard. It's difficult for a person like me because you just taught that way. But it was finally a day where I finally realized, wait a minute. Last I checked, I pay my own bills. Last I checked, I pay my own bills. I don't ask nobody for nothing. My wife will tell you that. I don't ask nobody for nothing. So if I'm paying my own bills, if I got my own pile of bricks, and I pay for that pile of bricks, you can't come in my house and tell me how to live. Now, if I'm still depending on you to help me out, then you have say-so. But you don't get to have say-so in my household. But there are certain people that will step in your house and they will sit back and tell you what you should be doing in your house. Now, here's my suggestion to you type of people. Because almost every family got one. Almost every family got one. I can especially, look here, I don't know how that goes with different cultures, different races and all that kind of stuff. I can definitely tell you when it comes to the black people. All black families got at least one. They got at least one of these. One of them aunties, one of them uncles, and one of them cousins. One of them cousins that in their mind they're competing with you at all times, when the reality is you ain't worried about them at all. Because you're confident in what you're doing and what you're creating on your own. You ain't got time for that shit. You ain't worried about them. But they worried about you. They watching your steps all the time. They watching your posts all the time. They watching your kids all the time. They watch the clothes you wear. They watch the car you drive. They watch the job you get. They watch the trips you take. Everything you do. These motherfuckers watching. Can they come to your house and you really feel comfortable?
No, not at all. And if nowhere else, nowhere else, in your own home, you're supposed to feel safe. Your home is supposed to be your sanctuary. That is where you're supposed to have peace. And I'm going to tell you, whether someone is coming over here or whether I'm going to their home, if I don't feel peace or safe, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. And if I'm here and you're disrespecting my home, you see, but I'm going to tell you the problem that I have, and don't get me wrong, our home is like, we have guests all the time, you guys. We're like the house on the block. It's people coming and going all the time. Cooper's training. We have families that come over. We are very welcoming. People come in all the time. Okay, you guys that have been, y'all know that's just how the Coopers roll. But oftentimes, I'm kind of looking because you might have kids running around with chicken legs and stuff, dripping juice and grease all over, So that's kind of where I draw the line.
They feed all up in your couch.
Just that's kind of where I draw the line. If you walking all around the house, and you got chicken dripping and carrying on and green juice, flipping and flopping all over the people's furniture and they house and stuff. That's about where I draw the line. Again, you don't have to take your shoes off. Normally, I let people they're very comfortable. But that my thing is, treat other folks' house the way that you want them to treat yours. And if that's not the rule that goes in your home, then why in the hell would you go to somebody else's home and do that? So, that's my perspective.
Well, apparently.
Well, that's true too.
Some of them don't
That's true too. But again, family sometimes will be the first ones because they feel like they can get away with it, and they should be able to get away with it. But we're here to tell you, you guys got to set those boundaries. Yep.
Emma Fisher says, some people think just because you made it, they made it. Yeah. You get a collection plate after that one. You get a collection plate after that. Look, the moment you get a dime, where we going? We. Yeah, they got French in there. We.
Yeah.
Everything became we all of a sudden, And they might not have put an effort toward nothing you have done.
Nothing.
When they didn't even want to listen to you. They didn't even want to let you vent when you was trying to think these ideas out. When you was grinding to become that true. When you was putting in that kind of work, that kind of work, and you was doing it, and they didn't want to listen to you. They didn't even have time to listen to you vent. Oh, but when your day come and you on top, or you finally seeing some of the success from your work, here they come.
Oh,
Here they come.
the first ones.
Here they come. They the first one through the door. They the first one to leave with 2-3 plates, and they ain't put nothing on the food. They ain't put nothing on the food. How many of them do you got in your family? They come in, eat more than everybody else, and then leave with 2, 3, sometimes 4 plates. They leave with all the food. They take more fall out the house than you brought in. Some way they get all the fall. They done wrapped up everything in that fall. And they took it all to their car. They got juice all in the bottom of their car seat and in their floor. Because they got so many plates going home. But they didn't put in on one item. Not nothing. How many of y'all got them? I know I ain't the only one, guys. I know I ain't the only one that got these family members. I know I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one. Y'all won't say it. I say it for you. Trash!
Yeah, let me tell you.
All you trash! If you went to that house, if you went to them people's house and you left with 4, 5 plates and you didn't put a dime on it, you didn't buy a shirt, you didn't buy a brisket, you didn't buy a turkey, you didn't buy no dressing, you didn't buy a paper plate, a soda, you trash! You super trash. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You wake up in the morning to win. And you don't care who you win off of, family members included. It ain't worth a damn. It ain't worth a damn. You gotta put in sometime, man. You can't win on people all your life, especially your family. You do people dirty, filthy. They know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. They just keep letting your ass do it.
Let me tell y'all, groceries, I've already talked about them. They too expensive, you see, to be going around. So at least bring something. I think that's the rule of thumb, right?
Look, Mark Perkins say, if you don't know the family members, it's on you.
It's on you.
It's on you. And it's on you. I guarantee you, guys, if you the one I'm talking to you tonight, hey, they might not have told you. And shame on them for not telling you. Shame on them. But they know who you are. They know who you are. You the one that made them hide their liquor. They used to keep their liquor on top of the bar when people came in so they could say, let me offer you a drink. When you come over, all the liquor always hid. You know why they hide it? Because of you. Because you drank like a fish. You drank like a fish. You drank everything up. You drank all the liquor just because it's there. It ain't what you like, nothing. You'll still drink it. You drink it all up. You eat up all the food. You make all the sandwiches. You do it all. You do it all. You go to the first house. Look here. Here's the one I can't stand. Say it's game night. Say it's game night.
All right.
You invite family and friends over. You invite family and friends. I can't stand the one. Take. You go order some pizza or something.
Wings, yeah.
Nachos. The family friend that'll go grab a whole side of pizza. They'll grab a whole side of pizza. It wasn't only eight slices in that thing, right? The Lord. They'll grab a whole slide, 4+ pieces. Then turn around and grab wings. God damn!
This is about you had this in you for a long time.
Oh man, come on, man. This is real stuff. I'm trying to help people tonight. It's time you gotta go and put it out there. You can't go over them people's house to get full. That wasn't right. They didn't invite you for that. It's supposed to be snacks.
That's it. It's
you eat 2 pieces and sit your ass down somewhere. Get a water, get a beer, get a drink, and sit down. 2 drink limit. drink then. If they offer you more than 2 drinks because y'all just that cool, then cool. But if you going over them people's house and you drink more than the person that invited you, that's a problem. You don't get to drink more than him or her. If they get a drink, then you get a drink. Mm-hmm. If you don't keep getting drinks if they stop drinking. Sit your ass down somewhere. Drink when you get back home. You gotta go back home anyway. You can't stay here. You got goddamn dog. Goddamn.
So
Twerk.
I think what we can take away from this is that Brother Cooper over here has apparently been intimately involved in several of these situations, these scenarios.
I done seen it plenty of times.
Let's go
there. Most of the time, I done seen it so much. I'm used to it.
You know.
Look at the comments.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Apparently, these folks know some of these people as well.
They know. They know. Hey, guys,
about.
That's what we supposed to do. We say it so you feel comfortable saying it too.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Tell them they trash. You know they trash. That ain't right. You don't go over nobody's house and eat all their stuff and drink all their stuff up. Lay your ass up there. No, you ain't paid for nothing. That ain't right. That ain't right. Here we go. Rachel and Bryce. I have now, Brandon Cooper. They will never get the invite back to my barbecues.
Well, and I think that's the main thing is boundaries, right? Yeah. You gotta remember who you're inviting over, and you also have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries for family when they're coming over to your house. You also have to set boundaries even if you're out going someplace with them. If they're calling and asking for money or asking for rides or just basically cutting into your space. You know, I've had some folks ask me some things, and it's not necessarily family, but people that have asked me, and I've said reluctantly, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. But that thing may have taken me 2 to 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours out of my day to do that thing. Where I could have been spending that with my husband or my child or just going on a walk if that's what I wanted to do. So you also have to understand that like it's a, you know, you have to take in consideration your time as well. And when people are asking you to do things in your family, oftentimes you have to set those boundaries.
Yeah.
So that's what I would add to that.
Coach Bragner says, yes, sir, and I let them know why. Meaning he lets them know why they can't come. That's good. That's good. Sonia Wallace says, they say you living above your means. I don't care what they say. You don't gotta be here.
And that had to do with the comment about, you know, coming over to the house and maybe you guys have made it and so forth. It's gonna be more negative. It's gonna be more negative than positive. You know, sometimes people don't like to. Misery loves company. So if you have acquired and you've gotten to a space where you're doing well, or you know you're comfortable at least, or maybe you're still not just doing extremely well, but you're doing better than them.
Right.
You know, and when they come in and they see what you have, they're going. Sometimes you might have some haters.
Derek Red says you can't tell me nothing but where you parked so I can show you. They will have to go for real. They ain't running nothing here. My hard-earned money paid for every square inch of this property, Coach Brad. Mm-hmm. Hey man, this is the truth, guys. You have got. Candace said it perfect. You have got to set those boundaries. People got to know that when they step in your place, you know, it's all love. I'm inviting you here because it's all love. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, you will respect the people of this home, and you will respect my valuables. You know, You're not here to discuss, you know, my things. That's not the purpose of you being here. The purpose of you being here is to have a good time. And so, if you're here to have a good time, hey man, enjoy yourself, and I'm gonna enjoy myself with you. But I mean, if you're not here to have a good time, then hey man, that don't swing both ways. Last time I checked. Last time I checked, it swing both ways, and you can, just like you walked your ass in it, you can skip your ass back up out of it, and I ain't gonna be mad at you. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Alrighty, you guys, we are almost at our time, you guys. So we are at 8:59, which means we have about a minute left. This episode has gone by super fast.
Yeah, it did. It did. Well, because you're talking about some real stuff.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
real
yeah.
stuff.
We
When you
got
talk
through
about
it.
It's gonna go fast.
Yeah.
Elmer Fisher said, "Play stack double high." Didn't put a dime on nothing, and you want to run everything. That's right. That's right. Time is valuable. I ain't got no extras for extras. Hey, that's good stuff.
That's
y'all.
it. That's
All right,
it.
So, do we have a final point for this?
You know, my whole thing is we all love family. You guys, on our first episode, we talked about our why. I was very clear on my why has always been God, family, and community. But when it comes to family, you have to set boundaries. We know our family. We know those members that we can kick it with and chill with and have a great time, and you can invite on the vacation. And you know some of those that you gotta love from afar. So what I would say is, in terms of my final thought, is remember to always, if you don't put yourself first in situations, it's just like on the airplane, right? What does the stewardess say? Flight attendant. She or he says you must put your mask on first before you start helping other people. And so my final thought in today's episode was make sure that you put your mask on first, because you have to be able to breathe before you can help others. And so I'm all for helping people. I love my family, I do. But I tell you, there are some that I love from way, 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 way over there. All right? And that's where they're going to stay.
And mine is real simple. Odell Cooper told me, at the end of the month, when you get ready to do your budget, you can't count the money that people owe you. All the money, the only money you can count is the money that's in your possession. Okay? So you just keep that in mind when you decide to keep giving out money. Alright? So that's the thing about money. And then the other scenarios, you know, when it comes to family and all that, look at this is real simple, guys. There are some people that you're just going to outgrow. You're going to outgrow some people. Mm-hmm. Some people are meant for a certain time in your life. Mm-hmm. And like Candace always talks about those seasons. Mm-hmm. Those seasons. They were meant for a certain season of your life. And once that season has passed, you can still love those people. You can pray for those people. You can be nice to those people. But love them like Tyrone McDaniel said and Candace said, from afar. Mm-hmm. And that will keep the peace.
There you go. So you have watched another episode of Live with the Coopers. You guys be well, be safe. I don't know where you are, but Austin is getting some rain. Yay! So shout out to the Lord for raining down on us, because we need it. We need it. But you guys drink water, take care of yourself, and have an amazing week.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Please help us get to 1,000 on YouTube. All right. Salute the real.